Hello and welcome to a very special Sunday Million highlight show. It's our birthday, our 6th birthday, and look how we celebrated. 33,732 runners came to the party, generating a $6.7 million in prize pool. Cleaning up after that lot is going to be a nightmare. Not me, thankfully. There are your runners and riders, the lucky 9 that join us on the final table, one of the biggest final tables anywhere. And huge prize money for these players at stake. There would be a big deal, not that much of a surprise given the staggering amounts of money involved. I'll confirm that to you when it happens. Just imagine being here. $215 got you entry to the birthday party and a free slice of cake. And no, it didn't give you a free slice of cake. That was my idea, rejected, just like all the others. But it did get you entrance into a huge poker tournament. A shot at this final table in which there are some staggering payouts. Just standard blinds then, 850,000, 1.7 million as we start the action. That's where I start my home game, actually. It's just more fun. Orange 6 is the player under the spotlight. Folds ace 10. Now, you may see some interesting decisions at this final table because the money jumps are huge. And you're talking about playing for telephone numbers in prize money. Not many of these players have been in this position. Tood will open the pot with 2 sevens. Finnish player in the cutoff. Blodders 03, the UK representative of this final table. Good luck. I hope he wins. I'm completely impartial, but I hope he wins. He's 3-bet, which is strong, very strong. Good final table to put the pressure on if you can do it. I wonder if you sitting at home could do it. You've paid $215 to enter a poker tournament and suddenly you're playing for 6-figure money jumps. Extraordinary stuff. Tood will flat call, which is interesting. I wonder what his decision is here. He's going to be guessing. He's not going to be guessing. The gods of poker will remove the guesswork. That has never happened to me. I suspect happened to you. Pretty nice. Just over a pot-sized bet left and you hit bingo. It's a really good flop for Blodders to make a small continuation bet. Unfortunately for him, he's going to get shoved on, or at very least called. It is the shove, and we can see that Blodders is going to go no further in this one. Has his stack trimmed a little bit, but still the chip leader, playing good strong stuff. Tood gets a much needed escalation up the chart. He's in 3rd spot now. On we go, hand number 8, same blind level. And Sly Fox, who's final tabled the Sunday warm-up twice and actually won it back in 2008, so knows what it takes to get through big tournament fields. Not sure how many 33,000 runner plus fields he's cut through, though. That's not easy. He shoves and he's unlucky here to find an overpair behind. Great spot for Orange 6 to take a player out. And you'd guess everyone else will get out the way. There's going to be some delays because the players are going to be telling everyone they know that they're on this final table. So that's why there's some extra thinking time. Mum. Sly Fox is in trouble. 7s against the aces. And a 9th place finish beckons unless he can buck those odds. 7s are hot at this final table. I just saw that they were... Oh, there you go. You see, I was joking, but it's actually true. You definitely want to play a pair of 7s at this final table. 5 or an ace turns things round for Orange 6. And that is a 6, and it's pretty close, but no cigar. And Sly Fox gets a, well, manna from heaven, isn't it? How much money is that double up worth at this final table? Leaves Orange 6 the short stack. And 6.2 divided by 1.7 million. Class? Anyone? It's not very much. Tood is going to open this pot with a nice looking ace-king. Blodders is already tangled with him once at this final table. And he'll tangle again. And Tood keeps having a hand when he does it. It's a nice spot to 3-bet, isn't it? Another big stack. And one of those semi-bluffing pre-flop hands with 8-9 suited, but don't think this one's going to get through. Everybody else folds around to orange 6, who gets out the way, probably not that happy about folding, I guess, but what can he do with these two players already in? Now, how does Tood play this? He's going to play it straight forward and raise it back. And Blodders will flat call. So we'll see a pot, a flop with a big pot, 34 million and change. And these are the droids Tood is looking for. That's his flop. Not sure how he gets paid anything on it, though. And, of course, I can see Blodders' hand, but even if you couldn't, there aren't too many hands he could hold that Tood is going to get paid here. Check, check it goes. Blodders can hit a 7 now to turn this one around. Tood will try and make some money. 17,340,000 is the bet, and it's good. 84 million in chips for Tood. That represents the chip lead now for the Finnish player. Confirmation of how we stand then with Tood in the lead. Orange 6 that we saw lose that pot would actually be our first player to be eliminated, losing his short stack and leaving us 8-handed. Now, Orange 6, if you're watching this and you don't know what I'm about to tell you, then actually, Orange 6, could you leave the room? So the players would now make an 8-handed deal. They would chop up enormous sums of money. And Orange 6 is one of those unlucky, lucky players in this situation. Lucky to get so far in the tournament. Unlucky that he's just missed the deal. Everybody you're watching is guaranteed more than 100,000. All of them have 6-figure payouts. Extraordinary stuff. We're still playing for 120,000 in cash for first. And we're also playing, of course, for the glory of winning this huge tournament. I will confirm the payouts as players get knocked out. And you can completely understand them doing a big chop here. You know, it's a $215 buy, and can't emphasize that enough. And suddenly you're playing for 6-figure money jumps. Perfectly understandable. I think almost everyone would do a deal in this spot. Hand 47, and he's bluffing, has opened with kings and has been re-raised by 2. Great spot for him. We're playing 1.25, 2.5 million blinds. So he's got about, let's say 25 blinds behind. So yeah, he can just shove. And I guess Tood's going to call. He is pretty standard stuff in this one, I think. He's bluffing is the one with the great spot. Tood looking to get lucky, and it's unlikely to happen now. King on the flop for he's bluffing. And a diamond for the sweat. Tood has the only diamond, so could hit a flush. The red card is probably momentarily scary, but he's bluffing, takes down a huge pot. 9-figure pots are tough to come by, but there's one. Tood reduced to just about 5 big blinds. He's bluffing, vaulted to the chip lead. And we'll go on. Hand 50, 8-handed. And we'll get a couple of folds. Badger has 31 million, so a little bit more than 10 big blinds, but you'd expect him just to put it in. Yeah, he does do that. He's all in, and he's been unlucky here to run into the exact hand that Lalix has. But of course, for Lalix, it's a dream scenario. You want someone to shove in front of you when you're holding a hand that big. And he has the easy action of just putting his money in and gets to see he's dominating Badger. Which sounds like a really bizarre practice, and get involved in that. Badger in trouble now. Needs to find a queen from somewhere. Jack won't help. And I said a jack wouldn't help. No one ever listens. Badger is out of this one after a fantastic run. Let me just remind you, through a 33,700 plus strong field, 8th spot is good for $239,000. I can't promise you'll win that much, but I can give you a shot at it. A free Sunday Million seat is yours if you stay tuned to the show, and I'll give you details of how to enter our free roll in a bit.
We are anticipation. Committed. Anonymous. Focused. Holding it in. We are poker.
It's a huge birthday party of a 6 million. I'm eating cake and blowing a streamer. One of those ones that makes that sound. I won't do it for you on the air, it's just irritating. Tude from Finland would be the next player out. Short stacked and soon to leave us. He won't be too sad about it though. I can tell you he took home $590,000 and change. What an amazing night's work. That would actually be the biggest payout from this final table. Chip leader when we made the deal. An extraordinary result for him. 590k. The remaining 6 are playing for the title and 120 in cash plus whatever they had when we made the deal. Lalek79 has opened this one with King Queen and will be shoved on by Par's Wit with Ace Queen. And I would have thought Alex has to call here. He does. Will have a just under 70 million pot, and it means everything to Par's Wits. He does have the best hand, but he's also the all-in player. That's a pretty sound flop for him. 10 doesn't change anything, so just a king on the river. 10 is fine. His ace will play. Lalek79 will lose this one, and Par's Wit will double up. Much needed. On we go. Still playing 1.25, 2.5 million. And Sasha from the Russian Federation will limp in. Didn't know you could still do that. Judges ruling. Apparently you can. So we've got a limped pot. Now, if you can't remember the days when lots of people used to limp into poker, then I pity you because, God, those are happy days. It's like harvesting strawberries in the strawberry section of a supermarket. It's terrific. Sly Fox is going to attack the limp. This is the kind of aggressive nonsense that put limping out of fashion, I can tell you. And Sasha will shove. And actually gets to have his money in a good spot. Flat call from Sly Fox, the dominated ace. So should be a double up. Well, both of them hit their pair. Oh, and a 9 on the turn for Sly Fox. Probably locks this one up. Very unlucky for Sasha, 29.08. Sly Fox takes some more chips, 52 million for him. Sasha leaves us in 6th, $187,000 in change for 6th place. What is this madness? Amazing poker tournament. Staggering sums of money. I hope you're involved. I hope you played. It was a lot of fun. Much more fun for these guys, though. Extraordinary achievement just to get to this final table. Blodders has the aces here, and his flat call has paid off in a huge way. Gets exactly what he wants, which is to induce a little bit of aggression from one of the other players. I think Par's Wit has to fold here. Even if he thinks that Alex is doing exactly what he is, he's not always doing it. I don't know. He's got a third player in the pot. He's going to be very tempted. And he does put his money in. Well, this is a dream come true for Blodders 3. I mean, you're playing one of the biggest online poker tournaments of all time. You get the aces and you get a couple of all-in players in front of you. Yes, please. What a fantastic moment to see that money going for Blodders. And now he must be screaming hold at his monitor. A low flop means that there are other outs for his opponents. Jack of Diamonds is fine. Lalek and Par's Wit are all in here. And a king doesn't help either of them. So Blodders will scoop a huge pot in a dream situation. And Lalek 79 and Pars Wit will hit the rail. Lalek 79 in 5th, taking home $225,000. Pars Wit from the Netherlands in 4th, $254,000 for him. Both go out in the same hand, separated by virtue of who had the most chips at the start of that hand. And in a hurry, we're three-handed. Hand 65 sees he's bluffing. Do a bluff, appropriately enough. Sly Fox with a decision here. Have you been studying your push-fold chart, Sly Fox? Decides to call, and we'll get the great news that he's dominating, he's bluffing his hand. Sly Fox is the all-in player, though, so if there's a suck out here, it will be heads up. No danger on the flop. And an ace on the turn is also fine. Sly Fox with his tournament at stake hits a pair on the end and gets it up to over 100 million in second spot. He's bluffing now, the short stack. 1.53 million of the blinds, three-handed action in this birthday Sunday million. And Blodders in command. Gets the shove from he's bluffing. He'll take that with the ace-king. And looks like we're going to be heads up for the money. He's bluffing very much live, as you can see. But needs to overturn the odds if he's going to continue in this one. Oh, bingo. It's just that easy. Oh, it's even easier. Quads for he's bluffing. And Blodders... Well, Blodders has a full house. That's not bad. You know, consolation. But if you refer to your hand rankings charts, you'll find that quads is just a little bit better. Nice for he's bluffing. Hanging on here as the short stack, but 66 million is enough to damage the other two players, so not out of it. Blodders staying aggressive, or perhaps steaming a little bit after that one. Makes the 3-bet. Sly Fox will call with the best hand. That is Sly. And makes a pair. We'll have seen Blodders 3-betting a decent amount at this final table. So I imagine thinks he's ahead. Just going to check it back though. Doesn't think he's going to get paid by anything that he's beating. 4 gives Blodders a pair. But Sly Fox still in control of this one. And he's going to try and get paid. Not sure if he thinks he can get paid on a couple of streets or just wants to get paid here and possibly protect his hand a little bit. Not sure exactly what his thinking is, but we've got 67 million in the middle and he's winning it. And that's the way it'll stay. Does he value bet this river? I think he should. Very unlikely that Blodders has got a 10 and is just slow playing or something better than his hand. Yeah, and it's a nice bet from Sly Fox. And he will get paid on it. So the board ran out perfectly for him there. You can understand Blodders making the call. But some nice value betting from Sly Fox and gives him the chip lead. Still three-handed and still 1.53 million in hand 79. Sly Fox will open proceedings. And he's bluffing, will shove. Yeah, he's bluffing, not slow to get his money in the middle if he thinks he's got some fold equity. Doesn't on this occasion, though. Sly Fox will call, and we're off to the races. He's bluffing the all-in player. Pretty close flip, this one. Good flop for the small pair. Sly Fox is in front. He's bluffing, picks up the straight draws, so a lot more cards to fade on this river. But a 5 will get it done. Sly Fox knocks out he's bluffing and takes a big chip lead into the heads up for the Sunday Million 6th anniversary special title.
We are 10,000 people in Brazil, holding our breath. We are alone. Hunters. hunted. We are committed. Blessed. Calm. We are all in. We are poker.
Welcome back to a very special Sunday Million. Here's details of how you can get a free seat. Play our free roll on the 15th of March at 3:35 Eastern Standard Time. The password is Macau, which is how I describe my livestock holding. Just small at the moment, helping to build. Here's our heads-up final. Sly Fox with a big chip lead, playing for $120,000 in cash. It's the Netherlands versus the UK. And probably the biggest heads-up battle of these two players' lives. Imagine entering a tournament for a couple of $100 and playing heads up for $120,000 in cash at the end. Hopefully they're enjoying it, because these spots don't come around very often, if ever, in a poker career. We'll see who's got the nerve to play aggressively for this big money. Both of them have played really well so far, and with a lot of aggression. We'll see if that changes. Blodders is going to bet this flop. And Sly Fox, we saw trap him a little bit with middle pair early. He's going to play this one differently. Pretty draw heavy flop. So check raises the middle pair. And Blodders will fold. And Sly Fox draws first blood in the heads up battle. Blodders getting a little bit short. Blinds are 1.53 million. So Blodders has just under the 30 big blinds mark. A little bit of room for manoeuvre, but not too much. And Sly Fox will mix things up. Limps on the button with nines, which is, yes, Sly. Blodders hits top pair. And we'll bet it. He's going to get some action here. Just a call from Sly Fox. A 7 is a good card for Blodders, because Sly Fox has got every right to think he's ahead with these nines. And that check will only reinforce that opinion. He bets 6 million. Blodders calls. And we've got 24 million in the middle. Queen on the river. Blodders will check again and hope to get more money out of Sly Fox. But Sly just checks back, and Blodders closes the gap a little bit. Over 100 million now. You've got to savour those times you've got over 100 million in chips in front of you. Never had it myself. I have put it on a sticky and put it on the screen, just underneath my name, so I feel cool, but haven't done it legitimately. 3-bet from Blodders. You've got to admire the way he's stayed aggressive throughout this final table. Has never really backed off, even now he's shorter stacked in the heads up. He's been a little bit unlucky with players hitting hands against him. Not like outrageously or anything like that, but just like this. Players catching pairs at the wrong time, getting the wrong kind of flops, that kind of thing. And Sly Fox is looking to sew this one up now. Hand 98 sees him with a big chip lead. Blodders well under the 30 big blinds level. He'll raise and Sly Fox will call with the 2-3 of spades. And, well, if you defend with that kind of hand, you can get yourself in trouble. And that may have happened here with Blodders hitting top pair and Sly Fox. Every reason to think that with a pair, he's in front here. Bet and a call. 7 doesn't look to change too much. With Blodders' aggressive image, I'm certain he'll be trying to get paid on 3 streets with this hand. Bets 14 million on the turn, and Sly Fox does get out the way. he's finally a believer. So Blodders chipping up a little bit, but no big dent in that chip lead as yet. Hand 99. And the raise from Sly Fox. And a call from Blodders. Has Sly Fox dominated pre-flop here? Pretty decent flop for ace 9, heads up, you'd have thought. Sly Fox will bet. Blodders will call. No sense in reopening the betting and doing anything else. And ace on the turn might be a good card for Blodders. I mean, it doesn't sort of change too much. He was winning anyway, but Sly Fox is probably not going to think that he'll have an ace, and he can represent one. Yeah, there you go. He's going to fire away. And Blodders just calls. So decent sized pot, especially for the shorter stack. And that's a good river card for Blodders because Sly Fox will think he's ahead. Now, does he value bet? We can see he'd be value owning himself. He makes a good check. I tell you what, Sly Fox has not put many steps wrong at this final table. He's played some nice poker. They both have. They're both going to take home big prizes and it looks well deserved. We're up to 2 million, 4 million in blinds. And we're much closer in chip stacks after that one. Only right and proper, there should be a bit of a battle for this prize money. 120k in cash for first. Serious money. Pretty close flop. Blodders with the gut shot and 2 overcards. Sly Fox with the 7s. Sly Fox checks. Eight of spades and Sly Fox still in front. He'll bet. Blodders will call. Lots of potential for Blodders in position here. He could catch the winning card. He could catch a card that he can bluff with. Well, 4, I guess, is a tiny bit scary, but well, that was always the plan, to bluff this river, and Sly Fox was always planning to call. Not sure how great the river card was, but Blodders had kind of made his bed and decided to lay in it. Sly Fox did something that overextends the metaphor of the bed. What I'm saying is Sly Fox won. But they're both playing really well. They're both mixing up their game and playing some nice stuff. You'd have to say Sly Fox has had the slight edge in terms of the hands he holds, and it's only continuing here with the aces. And one of those weird spots where Blodders hits a pair, but we can see that he actually didn't want to hit a pair. It's only going to cost him money. He did want to do that, though. That was very clever. Blodders vaults to the lead and will bet it, and I think he's going to get paid off. I think absolutely should get paid off on the turn and the river here. It's a cruel card for Blodders. The 6 arrives, and I don't know if he's going to put any more money in the pot, but it's going to cost him the pot regardless. He knows if Sly Fox had a king or a 6 or the aces as he does have or whatever, that turned his winner into a loser. I don't think either of them are particularly making mistakes. Just Sly Fox is catching the odd card when he needs it, and that's resulted in this chip lead being extended. 240 plays 90 now. Blodders raises his button. Sly Fox defends. And the straight draw for Blodders. Which he will bet. Sly Fox will call. Speculatively, but King High's good, a decent amount here, and It's a pretty dry looking flop. Both of them will check. Blodders will take the free card and try and make his straight, which he doesn't do. And one of those spots where Sly Fox is bluffing the best hand. No way of knowing it's best, of course. I'd be interested to see if Blodders had tried to make that move, if Sly Fox had checked, but aggression and acting first wins, even if it is turning a winner into a bluff. Things look bleak for Blodders 03. I mean, not too bleak in life generally. He's taking a huge amount of money out of this tournament. Then this heads-up match is going to take a real reversal of fortunes for him to win it. I think Sly Fox thinks that Blodders is an aggressive player, which you've seen, and he's not looking for reasons to fold to him. Well, there we go. He's called with Queen High again. He's not looking for reasons to fold. He's looking for reasons to stick around. That's bad for Blodders because it means he's got to make hands in order to turn this one around. He's going to be really hard for him to bluff his way through. If he could find another bet here, I think it would work, but his chip stack just makes it so difficult to do that. Queen High for Sly Fox isn't much, but it is the winning hand. And Blodders can't find a bluff. I don't think he did anything wrong in that hand, but again, just can't find the best hand, and down to critical levels now. We're playing for the 6th anniversary Sunday Million title. We're also playing for 120,000 in cash, and it could get decided right here. Blodders is all in. Sly Fox will call with the pair and will race for a 75 million chip pot and potentially the title. Sly Fox with the edge and with all the chips, looking to add the last scalp to a 33,740 plus set of scalps. Imagine that on your wall. You need a big wall. Fours are holding. Ace or a queen or a king changes it on the river. Doesn't happen, and we've got a champion. Blodders 03 has a fantastic performance in this tournament, but has to be content with the runner-up spot. Sly Fox 151 from the Netherlands is your champ. Congratulations to him. He takes home $480,000 and change. A sensational payday. Blodders actually makes more money than him. $481,000. Kind of a Pyrrhic victory. And he's bluffing, made the most of anyone on the podium. $550K. Confirmation of the massive payouts in this tournament. It was something special to watch. All of them paying just a couple of $100 and receiving those huge payouts. Must be nice. There'll be another Sunday Million with slightly less prize money, but just the same level of excitement and fun. I hope we'll see you for it. For everyone at PokerStars.tv, I'm Nick Wealthall. Talk to you soon.